You're watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
We feel now that a lot of the effort we put in the last actual over 20 months has reached an end, and it seems like they're not listening anymore.
After months of preparation, a major letdown for a community near the celery fields.
Why they're upset about a proposal for another industrial project. Our top story at 5:30, preparing for Hurricane Florence.
The GOES East satellite capturing a close-up of the menacing eye of the hurricane this afternoon as the storm continues to trek towards the Carolinas. Right now, people in several states preparing for the worst-case scenario.
That's right. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for the latest on Florence's track. Bob?
And this is our GOES East as well. We have access to that satellite imagery. You can see it right there. There's the center. This is color enhanced. We showed you the visible earlier at the 5 o'clock show. We're going to take this through time. You'll see these deep reds. They'll weaken somewhat as it pushes off to the west-northwest. This is at 6:55 this morning. And as it pushes off in that direction, you can see those deep reds not as prevalent there, indicating a weakening storm and also a little opening right at the end there on the last frame. It's moving more to the northwest too, so it's adjusted the track just a little bit off toward the north, but the thinking is that high pressure is going to build to the north and kind of keep it on a west and then a southwesterly course after day 3 and 4, and just kind of meandering right along the Carolina coast or possibly even inland. There's still a lot of uncertainty as to whether this thing is going to make landfall as a 3, a 2, or possibly even a 1. Right now the pressure is at 949 millibars. We keep an eye on that pressure. If it rises, that means it's going to weaken, but it's going up just a couple of millibars throughout this afternoon. Here's the forecast path and track from the National Hurricane Center. It will move in, and it looks like it'll be a Category 3 close to the coast of South Carolina, and that'll happen on Friday now, probably midday Friday, and then Saturday still hanging around South Carolina as a Category 1 storm, and still a 1 inland along South Carolina, and then it gets downgraded to a tropical depression. But still, this is on Monday of next week, so a long way to go for this one. Storm surge, heavy rainfall, obviously the big concerns, and now the wind, even a Category 3, can do a lot of damage. On top of that, this wind field is increasing in size and scope, so it's going to cover a large area, a massive power outage expected throughout North Carolina and even into South Carolina. This is the GFS forecast showing the track off toward the southwest right along the coast of South Carolina over the weekend and beyond. We'll have more on that, and a new storm is formed in the North Atlantic. Joyce, it's not going to be a big concern. We'll have details and all that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. President Trump promising preparedness as Hurricane Florence barrels toward the East Coast. But even as he prepares for the coming storm, the president set off a firestorm by touting his administration's response to Hurricane Maria. The storm devastated Puerto Rico and was the deadliest hurricane in modern American history. But that fact seeming to escape President Trump.
I actually think it was one of the best jobs that's ever been done. I think that Puerto Rico was an incredible, unsung success.
His response has raised eyebrows and faced some backlash as he was previously captured on camera tossing paper towels like basketballs to hurricane victims and declaring Maria's destruction far short of Hurricane Katrina's. The death toll from Maria reaching nearly 3,000 people.
There are still more than 2 months left in hurricane season, so it's best to be prepared just in case a storm heads our way. On our website, mysuncoast.com, we have a downloadable 2018 hurricane guide. It has a list of what you should be in your hurricane survival kit, important hurricane center information, and what you should do for your pets, and important emergency phone numbers as well.
In other news tonight, a Tampa teacher is facing charges. He is accused of placing 2 camera phones in a changing room to secretly record female students undressing. Bloomingdale Senior High School fashion design teacher Mark Ackett told deputies that he put the cameras in a classroom where students were changing for a class assignment. He was arrested on Tuesday on 1 count of video voyeurism. A 17-year-old student told investigators that she was changing clothes when she noticed the device. She says she immediately got dressed and reported it to school administrators.
Well, it could be the end of the road for the Celery Fields Initiative. The group behind it feeling defeated after months of preparation leading up to today's county commission meeting.
A Miami consultant has just recommended that the county use that land for industrial use, which is exactly what the group has been fighting for. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano was at that meeting and has details about that presentation. Taylor, what can you tell us tonight?
Jacqueline Scott here at the Chambers. Just a few hours ago, a group of community members who have been actively fighting for the celery fields presented their own ideas to the commissioners. Well, today they tell me it didn't go so well. For now, this is the view from the top of the celery fields, but this is what could be coming despite community efforts to stop it.
The celery fields is a beautiful place. It would be more beautiful if we spent a little bit of time imagining how much better it can be. This is a place to imagine, and what we're getting instead is recommendations for 80,000 square foot industrial buildings.
For the last 20 months, the Fresh Start Initiative had one goal: to find the right kind of development for this Suncoast treasure. The best ideas were collected and presented today. The group's favorite option was to build a YMCA.
So then we're to the point where we need to explore a few other things and see what we're right back to what are we going to do with the property, which will certainly not be decided today.
Hundreds of hours went into today's presentation by volunteers who say they wanted to make sure the land will be used to benefit the public.
We feel now that a lot of the effort we put in the last actual over 20 months has reached an end, and it seems like they're not listening anymore. It's hurting because there's been so many residents that have spoken so much about protecting that out there and using it and enjoying it.
So now what?
We're going to sit back and just watch and see what happens the next month or so, and then take another deep breath and figure out how we want to deal with it.
But they're not losing all hope just yet.
You may be disappointed during one stage, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be a good benefit from the next stage.
The Fresh Start Initiative says now the ball is in the county's court, but if commissioners do decide to move forward with selling the land for that industrial use, this group is already planning to band the community together once again for more protests to stop them. I'm reporting live from the county chambers. Taylor Torgano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. A major expansion coming to Manatee County's premier sports campus in Lakewood Ranch. The county now buying 70-plus acres next door to the tune of $4.6 million. Although an official master plan for that development is still in the works, there are plans to build new sports fields, a library, aquatic center, an event lawn, a racket complex, a gymnasium, and even a stormwater facility. 2 free acres of land were included in that deal. Those acres will be used to build a library. That could take between 5 to 8 years to be complete.
An update tonight, Mote Marine Labs plan to build a science and education aquarium on the Suncoast. Mote Marine officials are working with Sarasota County to build the multi-million-dollar facility at Nathan Benderson Park. This week, county commissioners approved Mote's request to separate its land lease request from its financial support request. Mote Marine is trying to secure a long-term lease for 9 acres of land to build and operate that facility. In June, the county hired a consultant to do an independent review of Mote Marine's business plan. The consultant will submit a final report by next month.
In the wake of 2 shootings in 2 weeks following high school football games in other parts of the Sunshine State, law enforcement agencies in both Sarasota and Manatee counties are on high alert. ABC 7's Alan Cohn joins us now to explain what's coming up tonight and ABC 7 at 7.
Jacqueline, tonight the focus is on keeping you and your family safe at high school football games. Week 1 of the high school football season, gunfire erupted after a game in Palm Beach. 2 men were shot and survived. Then week 2 in Jacksonville, 3 teens were shot and 1 killed following another football game. As the season progresses, safety is on the mind of many people as it takes the stands on Friday nights. So tonight, Sarasota and Manatee counties are detailing their security efforts.
Both incidents that took place after the game was over with, when the crowd was leaving, they were both targeted. I believe they were both gang related. So we feel pretty good about where we've been as far as facility security has been.
Coming up tonight at 7, you'll hear from safety efforts taking place on both Manatee and Sarasota counties, and we'll talk to security experts from both districts right at the trapezoid. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Alan, thank you. Florida keeps setting records on the number of tourists headed to the Sunshine State. State tourism officials say an estimated 65.5 million tourists came to Florida during the first 6 months of this year. That's almost a 5% increase over the same time period of last year. Now, most of those visiting Florida are coming from other states.
The Sarasota Bradenton International Airport adding another option for travelers. Frontier Airlines announcing today that it will be adding new nonstop service to and from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Service will begin on December 10th and flights will be offered on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a kidnapping attempt caught on camera. The important warning for anyone who uses ride-hailing services. Plus, the recall affecting brakes from General Motors, what vehicles it could impact.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
An important warning tonight for anyone who uses ride-hailing services. There's new surveillance video that shows a woman jumping from a moving car after she says a man posing as an Uber driver abducted and robbed her. ABC's TJ Holmes has her story.
A Las Vegas woman is speaking out after she says she was kidnapped by a man posing as an Uber driver this summer. Elizabeth Suarez says it all started on a July night as she tried to find a ride home from the Las Vegas Strip. She called an Uber and got into a vehicle that she says matched the description on her app after the driver told her to get in. But then she says she got a call from her real Uber driver.
My heart sank because I knew I was in the wrong car. I have no idea who this guy is. I'm in trouble.
She says she asked the driver to pull over.
Ignores me and keeps driving.
Suarez says she then posted this video to her Snapchat to warn friends she was in trouble.
And I thought, well, if he's going to kidnap me, what, rape, kill me?
Our affiliate KTNV obtained this video, which Suarez says shows the driver pulling into a Las Vegas shopping center.
I take a side profile picture of him. My flash goes off, startles him, and that's when he starts cursing. Give me your wallet, give me your phone, give me everything you have.
Suarez says she kept her phone but threw her wallet his way, but the driver wouldn't stop the car. So she acted on instinct, leaping from the moving car.
Once he did rob me, he continued to drive away with me. I only got out because I jumped out.
Suarez and her lawyer say they're concerned that kidnapping isn't mentioned in the police report. Las Vegas police tell us in a statement this case is open and is currently being investigated as a robbery. Our detectives have been investigating this incident since it occurred and are attempting to identify the suspect. We ask all our citizens to please verify the information of the driver and description of the vehicle before getting inside a vehicle. If someone finds themselves in a similar event, we urge them to call 911. An Uber spokesperson tells us the safety benefits that are built into the Uber app, like the GPS tracking of your trip, only work if you are in the car assigned to you through the app. If someone is in the wrong car, they won't know who their driver is, and neither will Uber. Suarez says, regardless of the outcome of the investigation, she wants her story to be a lesson for others.
I'm here, and I'm here to tell my story and doing it to warn other girls.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, with Florence heading toward the Carolinas, we have red all up and down our coast too, but it's not hurricane warnings. It's a red tide. Unfortunately, the midweek report has come out from the FWC, and it's not good news. Red tide now in the high categories all across 125 miles of coastline, and now out 10 miles off into the Gulf as well. So there are some areas showing up in high concentrations just 10 miles up. On top of that, there's some reports coming now even in northwestern portion of our state up in the panhandle of Florida. So this red tide is expanding, it seems, and this is the time of year that it starts, really. It's been going on from Fort Myers since last year in November and October. And it's very high concentrations now, and you'll see that all the way from Lee County through Charlotte, Sarasota, and Manatee, up into Pinellas County, also showing high concentrations. Now, I was out at Rod and Reel Pier today. There wasn't a problem there. Talked to some folks who were vacationing on Holmes Beach, and they said, yes, it was a problem there yesterday, and that was more due to that west wind bringing the harmful impacts onshore. So we have to keep an eye on that. We definitely have to keep an eye on this, the folks in North Carolina and South Carolina. This is a new product that's come out over the past couple of years, and really haven't had much of a chance to use it, but on the scale here in the yellow, 15 to 17 foot storm surge, and that's into these inlet areas in North Carolina. You can see here along the coast near Wilmington, the storm surge expected to be up near 11 to 13 feet in some cases, and it's just going to be an ongoing storm surge too. It's just not going to go away anytime soon because that storm is going to stay pretty much where it is near the southern border of North Carolina. But you can see some of these inlets on the yellow scale there indicating the potential anyway for a 17 to 19 foot storm surge. That's the worst case scenario. By the way, here are the warnings and watches. You can see we have the red area. That's a hurricane warning covering the entire state, for that matter, of the coastal locations of North Carolina all the way down into South Carolina. And then on top of that, you have hurricane watches out. You have tropical storm warnings out as well south thereof. These are hurricane watches that you see south thereof, and also a tropical storm warning. If you superimpose the wind radii, you can see that's the reason why the warning's there, because we're expecting the potential for a widespread storm with widespread problems as far as storm surge goes and as far as power outages and heavy rainfall, life-threatening flash flooding, and that's going to be an issue, I think, over the upcoming days. Now, as far as the tropics go, this is a newly formed subtropical storm, Joyce. It's way out there in the open waters of the Atlantic. Not a factor. We're not going to really talk much about that. We'll talk a little bit about Isaac. Isaac's really racing ahead of itself. It's going so fast that the low-level circulation is void of any kind of storms, and it may open up into a wave. The National Hurricane Center just put out an advisory on Isaac saying that, you know, the intensity forecasting with this is very uncertain. So we'll keep it as a tropical storm as it makes its way toward the islands there, where there are tropical storm warnings up. It may be a very weak system, and then it could possibly gain some traction later on down the road, but right now we're just going to keep an eye on it for you. The forecast models are all over the place. These are all the different models spreading over several hundred miles to the right or to the left of where that center is supposed to be. This one could become Kirk. That's right, in the next 24 to 48 hours, there's a chance it has developed as it makes its way off toward the west-northwest. For us, we still have this to deal with. This is moving over toward our coast, so a good chance for some evening showers and a few thunderstorms around. Right now, there's not a lot going on near the coast, but the sea breeze is kind of hung up right there near the coast, so I do expect to see some scattered storms through the next several hours. East winds turn to the northwest at 5 to 10 knots tomorrow, and the extended forecast then a 40% chance for late day storms Thursday. Same goes true on Friday. Less chance on Saturday as some drier air may move in temporarily, and then we get back to a 40% chance for scattered storms through Sunday and early next week. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. Drivers, be advised there is a crash on 53rd Avenue. It is blocking eastbound lanes on US 41 from 14th Street to 11th Street. I-75 still looking clear from Manatee County down to South Sarasota County at this hour. Scott?
All right, now to a recall alert. General Motors is recalling more than 240,000 vehicles to fix a problem that could hamper rear brake performance. The recall covers many vehicles from 2018 and 19, which you can see there on your screen. General Motors says the rear brake caliper pistons can contain trapped hydrogen gas that could make the brakes feel soft and increase the risk of a crash. GM says it's not aware of any crashes. The company is preparing to notify owners, but those with concerns can call dealers and schedule repairs now.
Apple announcing 3 new iPhones today. The high-end iPhone X is getting an upgrade and some new size options. A 5.8-inch iPhone XS priced at almost $1,000 and a 6.5-inch XS Max, which is priced at almost $1,500. Then Apple surprised with a third smartphone, the lower-end iPhone XR, priced at almost $800. Too many options. So many different choices when it comes to an iPhone.
I know, a lot of them. Entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The final 2018 Accord clearance is now during our model year-end clearance sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for new Accords. All on clearance this week at your local Honda dealer.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Thank you.
What are you doing? You are the best protection she has. Buddy up. I'm Jill Harrington. Please visit HelpSaveTheNextGirl.com and get involved.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
A Backstreet Boy breathing a sigh of relief.
Prosecutors in Los Angeles have declined to file charges against Nick Carter. A member of the pop group Dream had reported that Carter raped her in his apartment back in 2003. Prosecutors say the alleged victim was 18 at the time and the statute of limitations expired in 2013. Carter has denied allegations from the start, and his lawyer says he feels vindicted.
The rumors are not true. Bruno Mars will not be playing Prince in a Netflix movie. That's according to his representative. The British tabloid, the Daily Mirror, had reported Mars was in the running to play the late pop star, but both Mars's representative and Netflix deny that. Elton John kicking off his farewell tour with confidence and flair. The Oscar, Grammy, and Tony winner performing 24 songs during the second night of his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour in Philadelphia. The show marking a special anniversary. He first played in Philly way back in September 11th, 1970. Elton's tour includes 300 dates and will reach 5 continents and stretch into the year 2021.
Lots of celebrity star power on this year's Dancing with the Stars. Some names you might recognize: former Dallas Cowboys player DeMarcus Ware, radio host Bobby Bones, grocery store Joe from The Bachelorette, Nancy McEwen, who played Joe on the show Facts of Life, and retired gymnast Mary Lou Retton. The 27th season of the show will premiere on September 24th, right here on ABC7. Looking forward to that.
Luna from Harry Potter series.
I know, that'll be fun too.
We'll be right back.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Gettle's got what you're looking for at Gettle.com. 17 new car brands, over 1,000 used vehicles, prices and payments you can afford. Credit help if you need it, and they pay cash for your old car. Plus, Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Need service? Gettle's got that too. Gettle's got it. Visit Gettle.com.
It's rainy season on the Suncoast. Storms can pop up at a moment's notice. Sometimes it's just rain. Sometimes it's much worse. When there's the potential for severe weather, you need to know fast. Trust ABC7 First Alert Weather to get you the information you need right away. We focus on the storms that impact where you live, and we're committed to alerting you with important information as soon as we get it. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC7.